everybody. It's the wet-haired version of Burton in Mace and Burton's 18th video diary for the Skinny from Edinburgh Fringe 2012. So today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 22nd of August.
I didn't even know that.
It is. I've already sent out a load of emails this morning.
I've been tweeting like mad, I have.
Excellent. We're on it. We've only got 5 more performances of Rom-Com Con left, including today's, and we only have 4 more performances of Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah.
So, and they're going to be brilliant.
They are.
They are. It's just there's no question about it. They're just going to be. We're going to have fun, and we're going to transfer that fun over to the audience.
I had such a lovely day yesterday.
Me too.
It was our
day off. Sorry, we waited.
But we did actually have almost a proper one. Actually.
Almost. I think we kind of divided the day into halves. I think well, maybe quarters. I think maybe your hangover. That was part of it.
That was. It's important to have one of those on the day off.
I think you're not really having a real fringe unless you have a hangover. So we went off and we did some stapling in the lovely bar near here
while having brunch.
And then we had a bit of a chat, and then what happened? Then we went
off and picked up some flyers from someone else who'd been doing some other stapling.
And then we had a proper evening. We actually we booked up 3 shows.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. The first one we saw was Sammy J and Randy.
Yeah.
And my crush on Randy's just getting bigger. Because I didn't realise until I saw the show that he could sing. He's a musician as well as a musicians. Puppet. I do like musicians, I really do. And in the show, he inherits lots of money.
So and a sports car.
And a sports car.
He's a rich young man with a sports car.
Rich young puppet with a sports car.
Man puppet.
Man puppet. So yes, and that's one of the things. If you come to see Rom-Com Con, I do make a joke that I am looking for a rich young man in a sports car.
Like in Pretty Woman.
Like in Pretty Woman. Yeah. So 1:15 PM at the Cannons Gate if you want to join us for Rom-Com Con. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun, and they're very talented and they're a very good duo.
Yeah, they bounce off each other really well.
Yeah, I would like
any sexual tension is purely for comedic effect.
That's
just like us.
We're just like Randy and Sammy J. I also realised that watching that show that we need more sword fighting in our shows.
Okay.
We do.
Yeah. All right then.
Can we incorporate
next time?
Okay. And I also think I would love to see more of their stuff where they're off script.
Yeah.
Because I think that those are the bits that I loved the most out of that show was when they
ribbing each other.
Yeah. It was good. A bit like us.
Yeah.
So we found our soulmates and
at the end.
And then we went off and saw a very talented young female comedian, Claudia O'Doherty.
Yeah, very funny, in a show called The Telescope, which is getting rave reviews, deservedly. It was so funny.
Very, and
just so much random stuff going on.
Very random.
But just so well put together, really cleverly written, so that things that happen early on kind of keep coming back, and
I think that's called a callback.
A callback. Yeah.
I also think that she had so much energy. She's such an amazing performer. Like she really goes for it, and that made me laugh loads. So and the audience were loving it. And then on the way out of that show, we saw Nick Mohammed, who I bumped into on the Royal Mile, and I also am Facebook friends with him, and I'd let him know about the guest book. He couldn't come and be a guest on Heartbreak Hotel, but he when we saw him again yesterday, he said that he would sign the guest book, and we just so happened to have it.
I carry it with me everywhere.
So he wrote in it, and then
so did
Claudia. Claudia very kindly spared a couple of minutes just to write in it as well. So we've got those 2 new signatures. Then we jetted off to the Pleasance, and you tried to get tickets to see the show that I got tickets to see so far, but you couldn't, unfortunately. It was amazing. I saw the boy with tape on his face. And he's number 1 on EdFringe. He's our rival on EdFringe. But actually, having seen it, he is amazing. Yeah. He's so talented and very clever. And it was just like this massive, huge room full. It was the Pleasance Grand, so it's a massive venue. It was completely sold out. That's why you couldn't get tickets. And then It was the best kids party in the world. That's selling it short, but I love kids parties.
It got you thinking seriously about comedy.
It really did, and a kids party got me thinking seriously about comedy. But it really did.
I'm about to sneeze. No, it's gone.
Okay. That was the prelude to me talking seriously about comedy, because we sat in the Pleasance courtyard afterwards and we had a bit of a drink and a bit of a chat about the fact that we really think that this year, I think you agree with me, that loveliness is what's winning with comedy. It's it seems to be that people aren't out to be offensive or the shows that are doing really well, they're not offensive or confrontational or aggressive. They are gentle,
quite
sweet, childlike,
playful,
hopeful, silly, fun.
Yeah.
And I think maybe just a theory, it might be a result of the recession that people just want to be taken back to a safe, warm place where loveliness. You can rely on loveliness. You can't rely on money, and you can't rely on jobs, and you can't rely on a lot of things in a post-recession world or in a recession. But you can rely on genuine loveliness.
Yeah.
So The Boy with Tape on His Face has that. I hope that we have that. I think we have.
Yeah.
But
I do think another trend as well is openness and honesty. Like a lot of the big comics who are doing shows here this year are doing really kind of quite soul-bearing stuff. Like Sean Hughes has his show about the death of his father.
Yeah.
Alan Davis talks in his show about going through therapy. Suggs from Madness, he's got a whole show all about his kind of
breakdown, as it was, his kind of difficulties after
Madness broke up. Yeah. So a lot of comics are also kind of going for the openness and not hiding the dark side of life anymore, not kind of pretending it's not there, but acknowledging it and finding positivity in it, which is also something we do, isn't it?
Yeah,
something which our 3 weeks review said.
Yeah, our lovely 3 weeks review that we got, the 4 stars for Heartbreak Hotel, said that that we were being light-hearted, but we were also touching on really important subjects to do with mental health issues, which was lovely of them to say, because we really feel passionately that with both our shows, openness and honesty is a really big part of it, and loveliness as well. And that we've had so many lovely people say to us that, and in industry and audiences say that because we're open and honest, it encourages the audience to feel open and honest.
Yeah.
And that our lovely friendship and our rapport, which you can believe in because it's true, we're not putting it on. Sexual tension. That
comedic effect.
The comedic effect. The friendship isn't the comedic effect. The friendship is just because we're lucky to have found each other. But that people kind of love that chemistry, and they feel like because we're friends and we're open and honest, that they're our friends too.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people say that.
It's lovely.
On
I
both
really
shows.
like that. Yeah, I love that because that's what we want.
It's about connecting with people. That's all we want to do, really.
Yeah, we don't want people to feel isolated because that's a very horrible feeling of separation. And nowadays, I think it's so lovely when you can, instead of kind of pick, why would anyone want to nowadays pick on, like in doing a stand-up routine, pick on one person and put them down in the audience, when actually you can chat to the entire audience and make them feel uplifted and happy and joyful. So,
we also got
Boy with Tape on His Face. Yeah.
Can I show them that? Page?
Of course you can.
Exciting.
So Lizzie congratulated me for being Juliet Beeline Burton again. And we, after Boy with Tape on His Face, I texted Lizzie saying, "Come meet me at the door." And I hung around,
running over like Danica Rice.
And we chatted to him afterwards, and he does actually take the tape off when he chats. And he was so lovely. He even said that on Twitter he'd heard, he'd seen Romcom Con as a hashtag, as a handle.
Yeah.
And he really did genuinely want to come and see the show, which would be amazing. And his management company as well, quite keen. So yeah, we asked him to sign it, and
look what he did. He even put some of his tape on there. It's so exciting.
If you can't read that, he's written, "Don't keep quiet, .. share."
Which is exactly the message we're
Exactly, yeah. I think that's probably my favourite one so far. We've had some amazing names and amazing contributions, but I just think that's beautiful. I mean, he was such a lovely person, so if he could come and see Rom-Com with his lovely wife, then that would just make...
Who he met at EdFringe.
He did. I love that story. There was lots of good love stories. So I think that they need to come and have a lovely date at Rom-Com with us, and we will treat them as we treat all of our audience members like VIPs, because they are very important. People. I was trying to think of a funny word beginning with P.
I can think of one.
I can think of one too, but
probably the same.
I don't think it will be, actually. Let's share afterwards.
Okay.
Anyway.
Shall we wrap up?
Yeah. You lovely pixie propagandists. You lovely people, very important people. If you want to join us at Rom-Com, that's 1:15 at Canonsgate, and today is our 5th to last performance. And then Heartbreak Hotel, 1:15 p.m. tonight at Buffs Club. That's 7:30 p.m. this evening. Yeah. So if you do want to join us, we'd love to have you there. It would be wonderful. So hopefully see you soon.